Hello everyone. Am I audible? Okay, fine. So,
You're audible, sir. Good evening.
yeah, good evening everyone. So, good evening Prashant.
Good
So
evening,
today
sir.
we will start from where we left earlier. And yeah, so there are a couple of presentations which I will also be separately presenting. So let me first share the screen. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay,
sir.
fine.
Visible.
Great. So we'll start. I'll let whoever participants wants to join, let them join. Now, just to refresh again, we started with consumer unmet need, just to keep the link. Then, after finding out the unmet consumer need, that we converted it into a problem statement, which is a point of view. Then the problem statement was ideated to generate ideas. Then the ideas were screened to take forward the viable ideas. Then the ideas were converted into concept, test, and design, and then converted into concept and then tested to shortlist the ideas, most probable ideas that will be liked by the consumer. And once that is done, based on that, we will do prototype development and bench scale development. So this is one step which we will be studying in detail. So what we'll be studying in detail is what are the parameters which we require for shelf life testing of a food product first, okay? Then what are the steps we will take to increase the shelf life of the food product? First of all, how we will check the shelf life of the food product, how we will do the stability of the food product, and then how we will derive at the shelf life particular. Then how we will increase the shelf life. What are the options available to increase the shelf life of the food product? There are some calculations involved today. Then, after that is done, we will see at the packaging. So formulation, wala, see, formulation will differ from person to person. It's a dry mix, it's a sauce, culinary sauces, fruit juice, fruit squash. Okay. Now the parameters will change from product to product. Okay. What we will do is we will look at the packaging part of it, primary and secondary, how we choose the packaging. What are the calculations involved? What are the factors involved to choose a particular packaging? Okay. Now also the packaging will differ from product to product, but we will study what are the standard packaging which is currently going on in the industry, basis their attributes. So, for example, PET is transparent. So, mota moti PET is used most of the times. PET is reverse printed. Poly is used as an inside layer for sealing because it is sealable, heat sealable, and all those things. Where MET is used and why MET is used. Okay, basic structures of packaging, primary packaging, and then the secondary packaging, the carton, how we select the carton, how you discuss, how you decide a compression strength for that carton. What are the bases used for deciding the compression strength, CS, for the carton? Hope you people are aware of the terminologies which I am using right now.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
PET,
Yes.
MET, PET, poly,
Not really,
PP.
actually. If you could just for the first
So,
time,
Not
if
so
you
at all,
mention
I
some
will,
Prashant sir.
what I will
terminology.
do, what I will do when I pronounce an acronym such as PET. So, PET is polyethylene terephthalate. A poly, what is poly? Poly is polyethylene itself. Okay. So I will go accordingly so that, see, basically these are laminates, these are flexible laminates. So I will go step by step. I just gave a point of view what we will be discussing today. Yeah, how to conduct a shelf life stability, how to calculate the shelf life basis the stability results, and if the shelf life is not what we require, then what are the options available with us to increase the shelf life. So packaging is one of the factors. Packaging impacts the shelf life of the product. So we will see what packaging we can use. You are getting me? And then we will go to commercial. Then basically, then that is your bench scale, pilot scale. And after, so here one step is there. After you do prototype and bench scale development, what happens, you get an approximate idea of the formulation. Mota moti. 90% of your formulation, you get an idea. Basis the concept. This might be my formulation, basis which you can derive a BOM. What is a BOM? Bill of material, and which means I mean to say a formulation. That formulation forms the basis of your tentative costing. I'm not telling you the final costing. It is the tentative costing. It gives you a directional point of view that in which way our costing is going. Yeah, you're getting me?
Sure.
Yeah, great. Then our regular commercial viability will be there. Let's see if we can cover commercial viability today. Then product development will be covered quickly because product development activities will differ from product to product. What I will tell you, what I will discuss in this product development section is the stability scenario and the batch sizes of it. Yeah. And yes, somebody said that how to do the scale up. The scale up parameters. Motamoti, this product development will go tomorrow. Yeah, not today. Then product testing and product commercialization law. So these three steps I am planning to cover tomorrow. Today we'll try to cover maybe prototype and commercial viability. If time permits, commercial viability will go detail. Otherwise, we will start with commercial viability and then we'll go to further steps. Yeah. So now here is there a question that why commercial viability is done before product development? Anybody has this type of question? Why not after product development?
You develop a product only if you find it viable to be
Yes,
commercial and
yes,
sell it, right?
yes, yes. That's why I said it's a tentative commercial viability. Yeah. So tentative, you get an idea. Okay, fine. So great. So first of all, we start with shelf life stability conditions. Okay. So these are the conditions: 25 degree, 60 RH, 40 degree, 75 RH. We actually keep on both the conditions. And then if refrigerated, 4 to 8 degrees centigrade for chilled products. Okay. Now, I also used to do freeze and thaw. So freeze and thaw is basically done for European countries
So
where
what is RH?
relative humidity.
Okay.
Relative humidity. So basically very humid conditions like Mumbai and all and Chennai and all. So you will have 75 RH moti used. For dry conditions where there is a dry climate, Rajasthan and all, you can go low on RH. You can, no, these RH conditions can be, or even temperature can be increased. If you're doing, if your product is meant for Rajasthan and that part, which is a dry and arid area, you can go higher from 25 to 30 and go lower on RH. That you can decide. Okay. But I am giving a standard. Okay. Here, basically. Now, is this slide clear? There's nothing much to explain on this slide. I will go to the next slide. So what are the
Sir,
parameters?
can you please elaborate a little on real time and accelerated? What's the difference between that?
Accelerated is nothing but 40 degree. Now you are increasing the temperature. See what happens. Why I'm saying accelerated? Because when I increase the temperature, my deterioration is going to increase.
Yes, sir.
My shelf life is going to come down.
Yes.
So that's why I'm telling it accelerated, because 40 degree is not the day-to-day temperature which you will find in most of the region in India. You're
Yes.
getting me? It is occasional, na? So maybe
Yes, sir.
Rajasthan, Churi, you will find it in summers, but not throughout 12 months. That's why
Mhm.
I'm doing an accelerated study for 3 months so that I can extrapolate it to a real-time storage or a real-time
So
shelf life.
Akshay, sorry to interrupt,
Hmm.
but I mean, this is theoretically what you're saying is correct.
Hmm.
For the accelerator studies, 40 degrees is very few places in India you get day-to-day temperature at that. But you have to
Hmm.
also understand that most of the products are stored in warehouses at the dealership,
Hmm.
where there is no ventilation and the temperature actually rises.
Yeah.
So this 40 degrees actually to the cutting to the point. I would suggest it should be a little bit above that. Plus minus
Okay.
to what you're saying. It should that temperature is the correct temperature because most of the products, whether be it is beverage or food or packaged product, are all
Hmm.
stored in warehouses.
Yeah.
And in India, the warehouse temperatures are not monitored.
Yeah.
So the tendency is because the warehouses are stacked, there is very little room for aeration. That's why the temperature inside the warehouse is higher than the temperature outside.
Yeah. Yeah. But most of the times it will happen in summers, I think.
Correct. So
Huh.
I'm also talking in general in terms of when you're talking about
Yeah.
Chennai,
So you
Kochi,
can you
these
see you
places
can
because
buffer that. We can account that by making it 45 degree. It isn't it? We can buffer that situation also, or we can cover that situation also in our stability by making it 45. So that in fact makes our formulation more robust, isn't it?
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah. So now going to next. So basically these are the parameters, okay, which we need to monitor for. Hmm? So for micro, it's TPC, yeast and mold, pathogen, salmonella, E. coli should be absent. Then you got sensory test, aroma, color, texture, overall acceptability. These are in general. This might be applicable to all the products. Physicochemical, moisture content, water activity, pH, peroxide value for rancidity, especially with high fat products, and also millets because it contains some amount of oil. Then texture, hardness, softness, or if it's a culinary sauce, you can monitor the viscosity of it. Okay, for sauces you can monitor the viscosity. Okay, for powders, if you want, you can monitor the particle size of it, the premixes over the, but I don't think a major change will happen in the particle size. But if you want, now secondly, for powders, most important is moisture content is very much important for them. For sauces and kind of things, pH is also very important along with the viscosity. You can add viscosity for culinary sauces and other products. Yeah. Then for packaging integrity, because your, you know, the bench skill study, the bench skill stability should be done in final packaging, ideally, if not printed, but blank final packaging. Whatever your laminate structure, you should get that blank laminate structure from the supplier, not printed, blank laminate structure from the supplier to conduct your stability study. Okay. So basically, seal strength is for your laminates, your oxygen ingress or oxygen migration or barrier. Then migration issues. So you know, everybody knows for laminates, you get a migration certificate from the supplier. Migration is of which migration? The ink migration into the product, especially for laminates where the primary packaging, because the product is in direct contact with primary packaging. So in order to ensure that ink doesn't migrate into the product, you should get a migration certificate from the supplier, which is also asked during your ISO audit or FSSC audit, isn't it? They ask for vendor qualification. They whenever they see vendor qualification report, packaging material you have been received. If you have received some packaging materials, laminate, then they will ask for migration certificate. Will ask for COA, all the things. Yeah. If you have qualified the supplier, if not qualified, then whether you have done the traceability test for that supplier. So all those
So one
things.
question here.
Yeah.
So migration now, if I buy pouches for my product from
Mhm.
a ready-made pouches, now these pouches are
Mhm.
silver pouches. Now,
Mhm.
do I need for these also? Now I get these from Masjid Bandar, which is a
But
market for.
are these printed?
They are not printed, but they are silver pouches.
So not required for silver pouches. The migration
they are
is for
treated.
inks.
Okay, only
Ink
for
which is
inks.
printed. Yeah. The migration of the ink. If it is not printed, if there is no ink, then you don't require. Na? If it is a blank pouch, plain pouch.
Got it, sir.
Could you give
So one
any
question.
example of a current product in the market which has this ink thing, which is trying to relate to where the ink can migrate?
Yeah. I will give you the whole laminate structure. Huh? We will discuss that in detail. Where the ink is printed. So basically it is inside printed. And what is the structure is. How it is in
Okay.
3-layer, how it is in 2-layer. So there you will understand where it is printed. Okay. Most of the pouches are like that. I will go into detail of that packaging.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
Great. Yeah. So here you got
Sir,
migration.
also this is what you just. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry. So what you just mentioned is for rotograver printing only, right? And not for sticker packaging or not for stickers. Okay.
Yes. So then migration issues, and then you have compression strength and bursting strength for your cartons. Okay, the secondary packaging. Okay. So we will also discuss that. How you factor in the compression strength wala for your cartons. Okay. Now let's go to the Q10 rule for shelf life. Let's study what it is.
Sir,
So,
one question I have regarding this real-time and accelerated shelf life study again. So, are these studies like related? Like, if I am keeping my product for 1 month in accelerated conditions, will it be equivalent to some time for the real-time study? Can I correlate these things?
Yeah. That's yes. That correlation is given here. We will do. This is the formula for correlation.
Okay.
In this slide. So we will do the calculation, how that will be correlated to real-time shelf life. This
Sure,
is the
sir.
formula. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we use a Q10 rule for calculation of shelf life, basis our result, the stability study. So Q10 rule states that degradation rate decreases by a constant factor when temperature is lowered by certain degree, or the rate of reaction increases every 10-degree rise. Now, this is a famous equation which we studied in our 11th standard. What is that? For every 10-degree, science wala people should know this, who has done their 11th and 12th in science. Every 10-degree rise in temperature, the reaction rate doubles. So in a food product, the deterioration rate doubles. It is Arrhenius equation. Now, just keep in mind, this is for chemical reactions. Okay, any chemical reaction or physical reaction inside the product, this rule is applicable. So you read this line, Q10 provides that rate of reaction increases for every 10-degree rise in the temperature. So basically the standard thumb rule says the rate of reaction doubles twice for every 10-degree rise in temperature. Now Q, and that's why we start with 2, because it is doubling. So the value of Q is set between 2 to 3.5. Now we will see which value of Q should be used for which product. This factor is proportional to temperature as Q raised to N. Now what is N? N is the temperature of accelerated shelf life minus your temperature at which the shelf life is required. So for example, your shelf life is required at 25. Okay. And that's what general, or 30-degree, whatever it is. And you have done at 40. So, and divide by 10. That is your N. Your Q, basis your product can be 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 raised to N into 3 gives your required shelf life at 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, so basically here the T is 25, here it is 40. So 15 divided by 10, it is 1.5, 1.5, whatever. Q is 2 raised to 1.5 into 3 will give me the required shelf life.
So what is the unit of shelf life?
Months.
Is it days? Is it month?
Months.
Months. Okay.
You keep unit, if you are using days, keep it same everywhere. So instead of 3, you can use 120. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Now.
Well, sir, here we can say accelerated shelf life is a short, we can estimate shelf life quickly.
Yes.
For the new products. And if I want to keep a product for the 1 month, so I can estimate it for the 4 month shelf life, correct?
Yes, that is a standard thumb rule which is followed by the industry. It is not written anywhere that 1 month of successful 40-degree shelf life or 45-degree shelf life will correspond to 4 months of shelf life at 25. This is the thumb rule which industry follows. But no, you will find it written nowhere. Huh? It is basis experience. Now this here we are going to do the actual calculation. So it might not be 4, it might come to 3 also. It might to come to 3.5 also. Are you getting me what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We can say it is a predicted shelf life.
Predicted thumb of rule which industry people, food industry people, basis their understanding and experience has derived. Simple. Okay.
So one question, why Q is set, not more than 3.5?
There is a thing where the Q can be set. Q needs to be calculated. I will tell you how Q is calculated. And the Q will differ from product to product.
Okay. So there are different Qs for different products.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question. This thumb rule is applicable to globally or only for the Indian?
No. You cannot generalize this ideally.
Okay.
You cannot generalize this. This is basic, basic. That's what I told you. It is basis experience. We take it, but nowhere you get it reported. You will not find it written somewhere that if I complete 1 month successful 1 month of 45-degree or 40-degree shelf life, it will give me 4 months of 25-degree shelf life.
Okay.
It has to be calculated because product conditions will vary. Your packaging conditions will vary. Suppose you go for a cheap packaging.
Okay.
Then your shelf life will go down, na?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody's mic is on. Can they please low? Okay. So just do a fast calculation. I got a millet-based RTC mix, accelerated test at 40-degree, shelf life. So it has completed 3 months of successful 40-degree stability. Normal storage temperature is 25. I am assuming Q2 as 10. Here I have assumed. Then we will calculate how to calculate the Q value. Calculate shelf life of 25. So can you apply this to this formula? TSLT is what? 40. 40 minus 25. How much it is? 15. 15 divided by 10, 1.5. So 2 raised to 1.5 is how much?
$1.3.
Into 3.
Yes, it's around 3.9.
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah. Okay. So now we will go further. So desired shelf life at 25, 6 months, Q2 10. You can similarly calculate and back calculate how much stability period it should give at 40. Okay. Now these are the Q values. Q values are what? See, general quality loss, flavor and texture. Most food reaction roughly double with 10-degree rise in temperature. So typical Q is 2. For lipid oxidation and rancidity, Q is higher. I have given a range of 2 to 3. It should be 2.5. So where fat amount is more, oil amount is more. Why? Because oil, since if it is a fried product, the oil will deteriorate faster. Why? Because oil has unsaturation. When oil has unsaturation, oxidation rate is higher. And oxidation is an autocatalytic reaction because in oxidation you get peroxide formations. Peroxide leads to autocatalytic reactions and hence the PV increases. PV is what? Note it down. PV is peroxide value. Okay. PV is peroxide value. Now what happens when it is peroxide value is higher? You get two things. Your throat turns rancid. Rancid in the sense you get that irritation in your throat, and you get a rancid smell. The chips will turn rancid, and that is the reason why our chips are fried in palmolive. They are not fried in sunflower oil. Why? Because sunflower oil has more unsaturation. More unsaturation, more is the oxidation. If more is the oxidation, then your peroxide value will be high and it will turn rancid quickly. And that is why we use, where oil content is more, fat content is more, we use a typical Q value of 2.5. Is it clear?
So one quick question. If can I go ahead? I thought I heard
Please,
somebody
please.
else. So if sunflower oil has unsaturation, higher unsaturation, so what is the recommended oil, sir, to which will help to increase the shelf life?
In which application?
So for a premix food product.
So there sunflower is used for frying, or you are just adding it to the product?
No, we are using it for frying.
If you're using it for frying, the sunflower oil should contain an antioxidant such as TBHQ.
Okay.
FSSI limit is 200 ppm, not more than that. And you can add BHT to your powder, whatever. If it's a premix, you can add BHT, but look at the specification. What is the maximum dosage which FSSI is allowing from the compendium?
Okay, sir. Okay. So any suggestion from you, which type of oil will cause less unsaturation? It will palm oil be
more oxidative stability. Palmolive will give more oxidative stability. That's why all the snacks industry, the namkeen industry, they use palmolive. See, one reason is your cost. Everybody knows it's imported from Malaysia. Okay. So how you get palmolive? You import crude oil, you refine it, you get refined palm oil, then you crystallize it. You get palmolive and palm stearin. Palmolive goes to frying industry, palm stearin goes to vanaspati, bakery industry. Now, the palmolive, since its unsaturation is less, it is more oxidatively stable. So you can do a practical thing. You just put the chips fried in sunflower oil exposed to air and eat it after 2 days. And you eat the chips fried in palmolive and eat it after 2 days. You will just find the difference in both of them. So that is another major reason why palmolive is used in the frying industry.
So, but that is very unhealthy, palmolive oil.
See, this is a very misconception. There is guy कौन आता है मालूम नहीं है वो
food
Singh, whatever his
farmer.
You know what they have done is, see, what is the definition of a poison? What is the definition of a poison? Poison is something which is in excess, ideally. Isn't it? Even vitamins you take in excess, it will be poisonous. Barabar? So, palmolive has very good properties. It is not bad. Unfortunately, since everything is done in palmolive, it is going in our body in excess. Even if you eat sunflower oil, in excess, it is poisonous. How it is poisonous, because of higher unsaturation, it forms peroxides in your body. Since I teach nutrition, I come from an oils background, I know this chemistry very well. The higher amount of unsaturation leads to higher oxidative stress in your body. That's why they came out with PUFA to MUFA ratio. Initially used to get a safflower oil, Safola.
Yeah.
Yes, now they don't sell 100% safflower oil. Why? Because safflower oil has the highest unsaturation. But these radicals, free oxygen radicals, leads to cancer. Now, what is cancer? Which can enter your cell and mutate it. That is cancerous. So these oxidative radicals are found more in your unsaturated oil. In Malaysia, they don't eat refined palm oil. The palm oil which they eat is red in color. Why it is red in color? Because it has micronutrients. It has tocotrienols, all the antioxidants. So the best thing is to change oil every 3 months. If you're eating sunflower, don't eat sunflower. throughout the year. After 3 years, after 3 months, change it to soya. In winters, change it to mustard because mustard is hot. So don't eat mustard in summers. You're getting what I'm saying? Then change to groundnut.
What about sesame oil?
You can have it, huh? Nothing wrong with it.
No,
Refined sesame oil, but it's very costly, I think.
Yeah, sesame oil is costly.
Yeah. So you can have it. That's no issue. Only thing is that, the problem with our industry is, so anything which we eat in excess is a problem. See, agenda banane ko, anybody can make agendas and, spread false information. The only people who know that what exactly that chemistry is can understand what has been communicated. For hell lot of time, our advertisers used to advertise that my oil is cholesterol free. How a vegetable oil for sake is going to contain cholesterol? Cholesterol is an animal fat.
Animal fat.
And they used to, bindas on TV channels, they used to say cholesterol free. Now they have stopped saying it. See, these are some things. Even if you see a cosmetic ad, Vico ka ad aata tha. They used to have a jingle. Nahi cosmetic, ye hai turmeric, WSO cream. They used to say WSO cream printed on the label. What is WSO? We will think, WSO cream means it sounds like it's some new technology here. WSO sounds like a technology. Okay, that's what a consumer will feel. So WSO cream. Arey Baba, what is a WSO cream? Vico, the ointment or whatever, which they were saying had a sandalwood photo on it.
Without sandalwood oil.
Yes. That is the level of miscommunication. And you see a small star mark and acronym of WSO without sandalwood oil. Because why? That, suffices the regulatory requirement. The writing on the declaration, on the disclaimer, at that too very in small words, without sandalwood oil. It suffices the FDA, not FSSAI, FDA regulations. Simple. So there are many such things which are done by the industry. Unfortunately, consumers are not literate because you cannot expect anyone to know all these things. Since we are in that industry, we know it.
Sir, if I may add, just a small example from the snack industry. I mean, what you're saying is absolutely correct. It's a misconception that palm oil is bad. The problem is reusing the oil again and again for long time breaks those fatty chains, which makes the oil rancid, and that is where the problem lies. These guys don't change oil very frequently.
Yes, they only top up.
They only top up, and that is where the problem is, because that leads to what you're saying is rancidity, oxidation, and everything. So the problem is not with the oil. Problem is with the process.
Yes, definitely.
One more point to add on. Actually, all the bad press on palmolene happens more from an environmental perspective because most of it is imported from Malaysia. And in Malaysia, large rainforest areas have been deforested. And animals like orangutans and all.
It's actually Indonesia, not Malaysia.
Yeah. So a lot of, habitat loss has happened.
Yes,
and that's why most of the bad press around palmolene rather than sunflower oil or any other oil which is cultivated separately and doesn't have these kind of issues.
Yeah. So that's how it is. And so
in savory industries, continuously they're using oil with the cumin 1% for 1 liter.
Cumin.
Cumin for reducing the rancidity and.
So cumin is an antioxidant mix. It is, if it's a natural, I think cumin is a natural. I think their head office is in Chennai only.
Yes.
One of my junior works there.
Okay.
From ICT, food technologies.
So is it acceptable?
No, it's acceptable. You see what is the antioxidant percentage. So they will give a dosage to you. So Motamoti now Kemin, what they are trying to do, they are promoting natural antioxidants.
They are advising us for 1 liter per 1 ml.
So it's like tocopherol plus some other ingredient or a mix of tocopherols. That's how it is. Yeah. Okay. So vitamin D.
But this TBHQ is banned worldwide.
TBHQ we use na. Arey, sir, there are a lot of things which are banned worldwide, but we use it. Carmosine is banned outside, but we use it. Carmosine is used in red velvet, isn't it?
Correct. But what I'm saying is, like what you said was TBHQ is the 200 parts per million, right? That's what the strength we're giving.
That FSSAI regulation says.
So that is okay if you are selling the product within India. If somebody is looking to take it abroad, or
then you have to adhere to their regulation.
Remove the TBHQ.
Yes. Yeah. Is it clear?
So why don't we follow the international norms in India?
I think that
humane
that I think I know all the reasons, but since this is a recorded lecture, I think I will not go deep into it, what actually is happening and who is doing what. But the thing is that it is whenever any regulation comes, it comes keeping the industry limitations in mind also.
Sir, how about the Lay's and the Pepsi and the things? Like it is an international brand. When it comes to India, right? So will they follow the same?
Yeah, they follow Indian regulation.
Indian regulations only. Okay. So they will change it according to that.
Yeah, they will change it. They will definitely, because see what happens if some raw material is not available here, or here raw material see agri products, the characteristics will differ from soil to soil.
Yeah.
You're getting me what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they have to adapt. See, Kellogg's tried it. Somebody, I think Kavya yesterday gave Kellogg's example that they tried their breakfast wala, instead of idli dosa, they should eat Kellogg's. But was Kellogg's successful? No. They have to come out with Indian premixes, Kellogg's was not able to change the Indian breakfast habit. They lost. Because you don't challenge a culture in a country. Simple.
Okay. So like how about the Starbucks and other things and all? They are making from based on the Indian geographics.
Yes. You have to optimize or adapt to the Indian situation, or maybe Indian palate, I will say.
So that is the reason why most of our soft beverages are at least 20-25% higher in sugar content in India than the rest of the world.
Yes.
And coming to Lay's and these chips, the salt percentage is way higher than recommended worldwide.
Yes.
And coming to how these people adapt, Lay's, which is a PepsiCo brand, have contracted farming in Punjab area where they have bought in a type of potato which is grows and it is only sold to PepsiCo to make Lay's. They don't take the Indian potato.
Yeah,
so it's a different variety.
Indoor potato.
Exactly. So I mean that is the kind of customization these people do when they launch products in India.
So, sir, is it a deliberate action to induce diseases and diabetes and all that stuff?
That might be, I don't know. That is debatable topic, because I don't know the actual reasons behind it.
So, with limited knowledge, what I have, I worked in US. I've studied their food laws and everything because I had to take a certification there. When I came to India and I read the FSSAI, they have cut copy pasted the FDA this thing into FSSAI without even considering whether it is required in India or not, or if parameters are setting for Indian standards or not.
Yes.
So for example, standard of honey. They are saying that the sugar has to be about 20%, but that is sitting at a temperature of 18 degrees in Western countries, where in India the basic temperature is only about 30 degrees. You can't have sugar sitting at 20%.
Yeah.
So this is where the problem is. There are certain laws in FSSAI or regulations which are just cut copy paste, but they have not converted into the Indian standard type of thing.
There are not certain laws. There are many such laws.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just for my limited knowledge, my workspace area, what I require, this is what I'm sharing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Most of the times you have regulations, but there is no control to implement it on the ground. How you make sure that you implement it? That certain, so somebody said of fried oil. So 2 times, 3 times, they just top up. They actually need to change. Now there is a FSSAI regulation. If peroxide value is above 10, you need to change the oil. Okay, that is that which will take care of the rancidity and all other things, and other which will follow oxidative stress and all. But a hawker, a vendor, a roadside vendor, how he will measure a PV? How he will come to know that my oil has exceeded a peroxide value of 10? It's not possible. Simple, not possible. How a savories guy who's manufacturing sweets, how much color he is? You put 100 ppm standard color limit on all the food products. But how that mithai walan is sweet shop owner is going to measure that I am adding 100 ppm? No, not at all. And many of these dyes are carcinogenic. Allura red 4, they cause ADHD in child. Okay. So hyperactivity disorders, all those things are there. But unfortunately, chalo, wo chhod do. That's a different discussion altogether. We need not go into it. Now, Maillard brining, you take 2.5 to 3, and then enzymatic reactions, you take 2. Now, for microbial growth, Q10 is not recommended. It is taken as such, real life study. Okay. So now, what causes now? How to identify? So what we need to, how we design our, what is the parameter which we should check first while conducting a shelf life stability study or a stability study for 3 months. So first we have to identify which causes the failure first. Is it the rancidity, or if I'm using a more hygroscopic material, is the moisture gain? Maybe maida I am using. If my product is getting off flavor more, or it is prone to microbial growth more, such as mayonnaise, prone to microbial growth. Barabar? Now, so we have to first identify that parameter and then you calculate the Q10. This is the formula for Q10, which is R2 by R1 with R1 is the shelf life. At higher temperature, okay, and R1 is the shelf life at lower temperature. Okay, that whole raised to T2 minus T1, where T2 is your 35, T1 is your 25, and you divide R2 by R1. Okay, so you conduct it for 1 months or 2 months, whatever. Anything you will get, because you conduct it for the, so it is by 6 by 3. So shelf life at 35 for 3 months, and shelf life, so you calculate what is the Q10 value you get. Just tell me with this formula. T2 is your 35, isn't it? T2 will correspond to R2. So R2 is the shelf life at higher temperatures. So that will be how much you get? 2. So Q10 is 2. Okay. So that's how it is. But microbial shelf life is always a real-time data. Chemical shelf life, Q10 is allowed. Final shelf life is shortest of all failures. The shortest you have to take as a shelf life. Now, can you tell me why microbial shelf life we take real-time data? Why Q10 is not allowed there?
Sir, exponential growth. मतलब microbial growth is not as per this equation.
Basically, what happens for a chemical reaction, for temperature rise, the product will deteriorate. But for microbial growth, if temperature rises, microbial growth will go down. You're getting me what I'm saying? It is highest between 25 and 30 microbial growth. But if you go above 40, microbial will go down. So it is non-linear. It is non-linear. It is not linear. Okay. As per Q10. Q10, it is linear. The more you increase the temperature, the product will deteriorate more. Here, the relation is inverse. If I increase the temperature, microbial growth will go down. You're getting me what I'm saying? So that is the reason. Yeah. So now this is all about your Q10 calculation and all. Now we come to the products which is having an higher water activity, because water activity is one of the important parameters. Now we go to microbial shelf life calculations. Okay, how we do it and what needs to be done. So what is the first important criteria? Can you tell me? One is written in front of your slide. That is water activity of your product. Okay, you need to check the water activity. You get water activity meters.
So is that
Wherever?
moisture content?
No, moisture content is different. Water activity is different.
Okay.
Moisture content is the total water content of your product. Water activity is one which is the free water, which is not bound to the product. That free water is where the microbes will proliferate.
So can you give an example?
Yeah, we will discuss that as we go ahead. Okay? If water activity range is more, for example, chalo, I will give you example now. I have a dry mix product and I have a sauce. In sauce, I add 40% of water. In a dry mix, I don't add any water. Whatever water there is in the dry mix is what? Is the moisture content which has come from maida. You're getting me?
Yeah.
While in a sauce, I have added water from outside. So in the ketchup, there is water coming from tomato paste. So ketchup will have a higher activity because it has free water.
Kindly repeat once again, sir. Please.
See, free water is what? See, I'm comparing two products. One is a dry mix, other is a ketchup. Now, in a dry mix, the moisture or the water which is in the product is what? Is the moisture which has come with maida or besan or whatever, your millet. Did you get this? 7%, 8%, whatever it is. Barabar?
Basically,
That is the only
it's the
moisture.
water content in your raw material.
Just coming. Water content with which
No,
water content?
sorry, moisture content in your raw material.
That is only the moisture content of your raw material in a dry premix. But when I go
Correct.
for a ketchup and sauce, in that it is not only the moisture which is in the raw material, but I am adding water from outside.
Yeah.
That is the free water.
Understood.
Okay. Now again, I can bring down the water activity of that free water. I will tell you how to do that. Now again, water activity range more than 0.9, most bacterial growth. 0.5 to 0.9, yeast and molds will grow. 0.6 to 0.75, osmophilic yeast. Below 0.6, no microbial growth. Okay? Now, general approach to reduce bacterial growth. Keep water activity below 0.6 or pH below 4.6 or add preservatives. But to keep water activity below 0.6 and pH below 4.6, is it possible for all the products? No.
No.
Every product has its own properties because of its own formulation. I cannot have a ketchup with a water activity below 0.6 because that will not give me the consistency or viscosity which I want or texture of the product. Every product will have a different water activity. So how to do that now? What are the things? Ketchup, either I reduce the water content, free water content. But for ketchup, I cannot go below level because then it will become dry, very thick, very viscous. It may not come out of the pouch or come out of the bottle. Simple. I cannot also maybe take the pH below 4.6. Why? Because then it will impact my taste. It will add extra sourness. Barobar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Again, how adding sugar and salt reduces the water activity? Can you tell me what is the basic chemistry behind it? How sugar and salt
Reverse
Salt
osmosis.
so what
actually
happens?
Osmosis.
salinity.
Yes, that means what it
Salinity
does.
reduces the growth of the organisms.
But how?
So the moisture from the product will diffuse from the inside of the product to the solution.
Excellent. Because sodium and sugar has multiple OH groups, hydroxyl groups. Hydroxyl groups are what? Hydrophilic in nature. Similarly, sodium, it is ionic in nature, sodium ion. So it will bind the water. So you will have a water core around the sodium ion. Since it binds the water, the free water amount will go down. But again, I have limitation on sugar and salt because it impacts my taste. Barabar?
Yeah.
Then I add polyols. You can add sorbitol if you want. You can add glycerol. Polyols, why I am saying? They will add lesser sweetness, very less sweetness, but they will have the OH groups. Okay? Who can bind the water.
So like
If even
hydrogen bonding, sir.
Yes, hydrogen bonding. Because you got electronegative oxygen and you got H wala plus. So that mild hydrogen bonding will happen between that electronegative oxygen and the hydrogen. Yeah. If even that is not possible in my formulation, then what I do? I add preservatives. Is it clear? Any doubt in this discussion till now?
No, sir. Clear.
Sir, one quick question.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I'm Darshan, sir. Actually, I'm building up a product called micrograin. So, which is, but the problem here is the shelf life is very less, sir. For it's a related to agriculture, sir. So the shelf life which comes around 7 to 10 days. So, is it possible to increase the shelf life of this
What is the product?
Sir,
What is
micrograin, sir. Micrograin.
Micrograin?
Greens, sir. It's a early stage of any plants where it can be consumed, where the nutrients will be much higher as compared to developed plants, sir. Like leaf. So,
Okay.
sir, can we increase the shelf life for agricultural related?
First,
The
let
shelf.
me study these microgreens until and
मायक्रोग्रेन्स
unless
अक्षय दॅट्स म्हणजे मोड येतात ना मुगाला
sprouts.
वगैरे स्प्राउट त्याचे थोडं जास्तही असतं सो इन्क्रीजिंग शेल्फ लाईफ दॅट स्प्राउट विल कीप ऑन ग्रोईंग ऑल यू हॅव टू keep is the dry atmosphere so they don't smudge. That is the only thing can be done with a microgreen, but they will keep on growing. And to consume microgreen, need to have a particular days only, else they become a beater, etc. That is one. And then you have to keep the moisture level maintained, else they keep the smudgy. That is the only way to increase the
So
shelf life.
vacuum packaging can help?
Night we cut that.
Okay.
So that is the main issue with this thing, sir. Or else, by going with the value-added product, is that feasible?
Value-added product means?
See, if
Like,
you do the vacuum, like a dry for this microgreens, you make
microgreen.
the powder or something. As long those which microgreens you are making, beetroot, etc., what is the strength of
Sunflower.
the leaves?
Okay.
That also
So
matters.
so
It will
usually
not much lucrative because the quantity will be reduced very less if you go for that dry and all. Hope that helps.
Okay, regarding
And if I
microgreens, if
may,
you
Also
keep
the
in the
taste and the
chiller, no,
texture.
yeah,
if the
if I may
temperature is
add,
around 5 or 6 degrees Celsius, that definitely works. You know, you can extend it up till 10 days.
Yeah.
yeah, if I may add, microgreen should be consumed fresh for the optimum nutrition and the antioxidants. So if you are dehydrating it, you need to check the nutrient content and nutrient retention.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see what preservatives are added there. If nothing is possible from the above, So you got potassium sorbate for yeast and molds, you got sodium benzoate, yeast and bacteria, and you got calcium propionate, especially for bakery. Potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate are used in combination most of the times, especially in culinary sauces. Okay, if the salt content is not higher. Okay, if ginger garlic paste with 7.5% of salt is there, then motamoti any one of the preservatives might help. Okay, you need not add two preservatives if the salt content is more than 7% or so. Yeah. Then calcium propionate molds. This is used in bakery a lot. Cupcakes. Calcium propionate. Who is the supplier for calcium propionate? There's only one supplier in India. Fine Organics. Okay. So other things are you should have a Fine Organics.
Fine Organics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Akshay, one question. Where do we use this potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate? Is there any specific, what do you say, application? For example, if I'm making a culinary sauce which has got milk inside, now what would be the preservative I would be looking at, sorbate or benzoate?
Just I will tell you how to okay. Just hold on. Let me open that. What you will do for all this information, you go to FSSI site. Go fssi.gov.in, whatever the site is. There is a tab here, food product standards and food additives regulation. Wherever you open the compendium, okay? Sorry. When you open the compendium, in that you got appendix B, okay? Or here it says appendix A4. Once you open the appendix A4, you get all the food categories here. So in milk category is also there. You get the food additives which are allowed in that food category and its range.
Got it.
Maximum
Got it.
range.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Yes.
So everything is available there. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, can you just show the path again, sir?
Yeah. Please. So you go to fssi.gov.in. Wherever.
So yeah, and then food and safety and standards.
In that regulations.
Okay,
This is what you
regulations.
click. When you click this page will open. Okay.
Okay.
And in that you go here, food product standards and food additives. In that you click compendium.
Compendium. Okay.
And when you click compendium, you come here. Okay, so here all food, here the categories are given. If you open one of the chapters, fish and fish products, you will see the specifications. What should be the acidity? What should be the pH? What should be the breaks? X, Y, Z. Okay.
Got it, sir.
And when you go to the appendix A, it says about the additives and its dosages in that particular category. So 10.2.1, all everything is there in this. It is 361 page compendium. Yeah. Appendix. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So this will also have the maximum, like, I don't know, I just want to get a clarity now. Is there a limit for artificial flavor? What is the max limit we can add? And the color as well, artificial color in any of the food premixes?
Colors is 100 ppm, standard.
100 ppm. So
Yeah.
that's
Artificial,
for 1 kg,
I'm
right?
saying. Artificial, yeah.
Artificial.
100 ppm. I need to check about flavors. Flavors might change. But you can refer this. Everything is given in this. Yeah?
I have a question.
Hmm.
I run a bakery, and so the biscuits, cookies, I do have a shelf life of 3 months. But what if I want to increase that shelf life to 6 months or a year or year and a half for export purposes? And
First
like
of
the
all,
dry cakes I do, how can I increase the shelf life of dry cakes to 6 months?
see, for that now I need to have the properties of your product and the formulation of your product. Then only I can guide you on that. Yeah.
No, I understand what you're
Offhand,
saying. What I'm asking is,
Are there agencies? How do I go from running a bakery on a local level to scaling it up and trying to sell it to like all over the country or abroad, or matlab, how do I go about that?
Yeah. So basically, can we have this discussion after, means that will require my understanding of your product. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. I will not
Yeah.
mind that.
Yeah,
Matlab, how do I get in touch with you?
You have my number now on the group, I think. You have my number. So you can ping me. No issue.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So reduce initial microbial load. So this is one thing which you can take care of. So raw material coming in should have the minimum microbial load. Now the problem with MSMEs, I am telling you, is that it is difficult to have a microbial lab, my microbiological lab in your facility. I think very few have it, isn't it? Because it involves investment so that you can check the microbial load of the incoming raw material.
Yeah.
Barabar?
True.
That is the problem with MSME, and I have seen MSME industry because I work with them for my culinary sauces products. Now, problem is that so that you have least control on. Okay, the the control where you can have is during manufacturing. Manufacturing means what? Minimum manpower or manual handling. If you go for a closed loop automated plant, it helps a lot. You have aseptic packaging and all those things, or aseptic manufacturing where you have closed loop and all, but again, still it asks for a higher capex. Okay. So basically, following proper safety guidelines during manufacturing process helps to keep that load under control. So lesser abuses, microbial insults. Okay, you have to control on the microbial insults during manufacturing and GMP and sanitization. So basically, lower starting count, longer is the microbial shelf life. Now, for some sauces products, apart from ginger garlic, we do hot filling and then pack it. Okay. Now, here is my question. If you are claiming on your product, you're going to develop a product which has no preservatives, zero artificial preservatives, then what you will do?
You can have hot fill, you can have a retort product.
Yes, you can. Most of the time they have Heinz का आता है देखो ketchup. But with retorting, then you have limitations on the packaging.
Yes.
You can use MAP packaging. You can use
Yes.
clean label preservatives, fermented flours.
Yes, brewed vinegar we use in that instead of artificial vinegar, artificial acetic acid. Brewed vinegar is used. Yeah, and then you need retorting for it. Yeah, okay. Or high. Then we come to, hope everything is clear right now what we were discussing. The idea today is to understand the important part of your product development, which is your doing your shelf life stability and what are the things which you should take care during formulating your product. Okay. And also packaging is also an important part of your shelf life stability. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आपने you do shelf life stability in a glass bottle and you launch your product in a laminate, isn't it? That's not the right way to do it. If your product is going to go into a laminate or a sandy pouch, your shelf life has to be done in the sandy pouch of the same packaging material. Okay, fine. So hope I'm not going fast and you people are comprehending whatever I'm saying right now.
Very nice session. Very nice session today. Intrigue.
Okay. So yesterday, last 3 days was not so nice.
भरकटत होतो त्याच्यामध्ये आपण.
Because those aspects or things were not actually used in food industry. That is the reason.
It's good going today. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So packaging. So you got primary, you got secondary, you got tertiary and quaternary. So primary packaging is one which is in direct contact of your product. It can be semi-rigid, rigid, flexible, whatever it is. Secondary packaging is your transport, where we group together many primary packages. So it is a carton, mono cartons. Then what can be a tertiary packaging? Packaging. Huh? Packaging. Yeah, what packaging? Bulk packaging
Cotton
or
box.
wholesale packaging?
Cartons and all.
Cartons, so small mono cartons into a bigger carton you can have, or cartons in a woven sack, you can say, or then what is the example of quaternary packaging?
Is it container?
Transport units.
Shrink wrap. Pallets with shrink wrapping.
Bubble wrap, shrink wrap.
Yeah. That is your quaternary. And then it will go into a container. So basically they will shrink wrap your boxes. So if it's a 7 stack height, whatever 6 stack, you shrink wrap it and then put it into the container. Okay? So that's an example of quaternary. Now let's see the packaging materials, especially the laminates. So why I have taken this? Because 80% of our food material is packed in laminates or flexible packaging. If I'm not wrong, even more than 80%, 90% I will say. So basically, these are the laminates which are commercially used. So you got PP, polypropylene, low, moderate oxygen barrier. You got it is flexible and strong. It has very good, excellent heat stability. It is a higher melting point, above 90. And its cost is low. It is snacks, grains, powders, low barrier foods, but it is majorly found in, I will just show you a photo. How you people know actually already. I need not show you all this, but anyway, since we are, this is what a retort PP bottle will look like. Yeah, okay. So basically it is opaque. So when you do biaxially orient it, ideally it becomes quite transparent. So it's low moderate, it's very strong and stiff. It needs sealing layer. Cost is low and moderate. It is used for chips, biscuits, dry snacks and all. Then you got cast PP. Cast PP is something which is again has a low moisture barrier. Though it is flexible and soft, it has excellent heat sealability. Cast PP. So sometimes instead of P, you can use it as an inner layer for sealing. Then cost is low. See, this is inner layer for lamination. But in industry, cast PP is not used. We use most of the time PE for inner lamination. And what is the reason for it?
Sealing properties.
It is cheaper. Main reason it is cheaper. PE. We'll look at the structures, which are very, so then METPET, you have metallized PET, which is polyethylene terephthalate. Okay. A polymer of a polyester, polycondensation product of a polycondensation polymer of terephthalic acid and polyethylene. So it has high O2 and light barrier. It is strong and stiff. It requires polyethylene or cast PP for sealing. It has moderate to high cost. It is used in snacks, RTC mixes, spices, premium foods. Okay.
So one question: what is
can
high
you show?
high barrier food, low barrier foods? What do you mean by that?
Which are not prone to get affected by the moisture ingress or the oxygen ingress. That means maybe a low fat food, which might not be affected by the oxygen ingress.
Okay.
Can you show the pictures for all the 4?
Pictures. You need the structure.
No, sir.
You showed one. You showed for the first one.
I have one picture. How it goes? Just hold on. How these layers are arranged, you want to see? So I'll just unhide.
No, sir. For PP, you showed one bottle as an example picture.
Okay,
so for the rest,
okay. ऐसा है क्या? So let me see. This is again PP. This is glass. This is your pillow pouch. This is retort, standy pouch. I don't have the picture right now. Let me see. This is no, sorry. I don't have the picture. I will get it. You can get it from net. यार
Sir,
आपका pet
can you
bottles में
share
सब क्या?
this sheet?
Which sheet?
The one which you are showing, no, with the pictures and all the packaging one.
No issues. I have added these slides into this presentation. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is there. So this is done. And then tertiary, quaternary. Then you go to PET, polyethylene terephthalate, plain not metallized, moderate oxygen and moisture barrier, very strong mechanical properties, required sealing layer, and then it is moderate. Bottled foods, juice pouches, high value dry foods. Then polyethylene is there. It is very excellent sealability. That's why it is used as an inner layer in the flexible packaging. But it has a moderate moisture barrier. Okay, it has a very low cost, lowest of all. Then you got aluminum foil laminate. It is excellent oxygen and light barrier. It is strong but brittle. Aluminum is brittle. Aluminum foil is brittle. Correct?
Sir,
Requires
this is the one which you use for chips and biscuit, right?
which?
This aluminum foil laminate, Lay's chips.
Yeah. So the ideal structure for motamoti metpet poly. Yeah. So when I say metpet, the metallized pet is nothing but metallization by aluminum layer.
Sir, what is the difference between HDPE and LDPE?
Low density and high density.
But how it will impact on the barrier the qualities and like that?
Just hold on. Hare Krishna. Just hold on. I'm just getting that sheet. There it is gone. Where is that slide? Hold on a bit. I have that slide of comparison. This is not. This is that. So basically, this is written in German. So this is transparency, water barrier, gas barrier. So you can see glass has the highest barrier, but if you compare HDPE, transparency is less for high density polyethylene. It is opaque. So you want to launch a packaging in transparent material, so HDPE is not the choice. It has lesser gas barrier and micro overability is less. Recyclability is okay. So all those things are there. So water barrier for PET is good, PVC is good, PP is good. Okay, comparable with HDPE. So basically, you have a comparative properties in this, and so if you see glass is the most inert material, and but glass it's brittle, so it has its limitations, and so you cannot use for each and everything except premium products. Yeah.
So it's about that HDPE I can understand, but it's not about the LDPE and HDPE comparison.
I will get that. Yeah, currently I don't have in it here. Just hold on. Let me see. LDPE. Yeah. See, LDPE is used predominantly in application due to its toughness, flexibility, relative transparency, making it popular for use in applications where heat sealing is necessary. So basically, I told you, it is the inner layer, LDPE.
Okay.
It is the inner layer where you do the sealing. Na? So it has very excellent heat solubility. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So now, where were we? Yeah.
Sir, I have one more doubt, sir.
Hmm.
Like, what do you think about biodegradable, like starch related or cellulose based plastic? Is that feasible to with any food products?
See, all those things are very feasible.
Because the shelf life can impact, right? When it comes
No,
to,
but
as you mentioned.
the starch film, if you coat it, then I think
Okay,
you increase the shelf life, no?
okay.
Uh,
Because I have doubts regarding these things.
yeah. See,
Thank you.
I think there is a lot of research which is done on biodegradable films from banana peels. They have manufactured biodegradable
Okay.
films. So it was not that the research was not there earlier. Research was there, but only thing why it was not commercialized and worked on because you had another big refineries with their own industrial interest to sell their polymers. You getting me what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you.
That's why this thing was not pursued. It was not that people were not knowing that I can use biotechnology to manufacture biodegradable things. It was there. Everything was known.
Okay, thank you.
Uh, so now
Uh,
PET P, yeah.
So actually, one question.
Hmm.
How do we choose what type of packing? I mean, in terms of the transparency. I'm talking about the transparency of the packaging for certain materials because transparency means you're exposing the product to light, which enhances the oxidation in the product, the shelf life reduces. So how do we come to know that okay, this product is suitable for a transparent pouch, or this product has to go into an aluminum pouch where the oxidation needs to be less? Or but looking at the the shelf in the supermarkets today, most of the products, or as a consumer, I would want to see what is inside the pouch, what I'm offering as a product. For example, I have a pasta sauce. Now the consumer wants to see the pasta sauce color, so I need to have certain amount of visibility of the product so that the consumer can see. But that visibility, will make my product a little go down shelf life because of the exposure to light. So
Barabar.
how do we control that in terms of the packaging? Is there any special packaging where you only have small windows or to see the product, or how it is?
Sir, may I answer this question? There are two ways. There is the most commonly, thing is that you get the thing photographed and get it pasted on the product.
Or it's a play between preservatives and packaging. So if
Yeah.
you need a window like that, you need to increase the preservative amount or something like that.
No,
But
that is not the. I'm not talking about. See, the thing is, for example, let's take pasta sauces or a tomato-based sauce. If you expose it to light for a longer period of time, it turns black. So preservative will not help me in preserving the color of the product. My
No, it
product
does.
might
It does.
stay
It
okay.
does.
My
No, there
my
are so many antioxidants and other things which
correct. But if
preserve the
I'm if
color.
I'm if I'm looking at a clean label, how would it help?
see, problem with clean
So
labels is
there is one option. The transparent polymers, we can add some UV blocking agents. So in that way, it can block the UV light from entering inside. So it won't be degraded. So mainly the reactions, the browning
It's
color change occurs due to UV light.
no,
So
it's
the
not
UV
much into
blocking
UV
agents
light.
you
It's
can
more
use.
about infrared actually. UV is very low
What will
inside the
increase the
shelves
cost of
and
the
apartments.
packaging in that case?
No, infrared just heats up the content. It won't cause reactions, chemical reactions. No. Only UV light causes chemical reactions.
So, but won't it
No,
increase the cost of the packaging?
No, it's very minute amounts is required.
Okay.
Like we see in many sunscreen sheets and bottles, this amber bottles, no, syrup bottles, plastic bottles. They all you include these UV blocking agents in there.
Okay.
okay, fine.
All right.
So
Thank
you
you.
may go for natural
Or one more option is we can cover full. Only we can keep some small area which is transparent. Remaining we can cover with paint, other coating. Means right. We see in market some packages. Only small part we can see the product inside.
Yeah.
That also we can.
Oh,
And
okay,
for
thank you.
clean labels, you can go for natural antioxidant. But I think you just go through the FSSAI regulations. Alpha tocopherols or the tocopherol is only the allowed natural antioxidant by FSSAI. Kemin, I think, has some options with them for natural antioxidants, and you can go through the regulations for it. They also advise rosemary extract, but unfortunately, rosemary extract is not allowed in FSSAI regulations as an antioxidant. So to look at the classifications which are allowed as antioxidant, natural antioxidants, this is only I am telling for clean label formulation. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, they have the study done. Yeah.
So just one quick question. You said you talked about rosemary because I wanted to ask you about this since day 1 or 2. You said rosemary oil is not or extract is not allowed as an antioxidant. But can we not play around it and add it as a flavoring agent? Thereby, you can do that, right?
You can do that.
Okay,
Under
sure.
what classification it is allowed, you can add it.
Okay, okay. I mean, it'll
It is
serve
going
dual
to,
purpose as well, right?
yeah, it can do its function of
Okay.
antioxidant. You can
You just need to
categorize
label
it.
it as yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All
We
right.
do it for paprika oleoresins, no?
Okay, okay.
Paprika oleoresin. Yeah. Okay.
Sir,
So,
one question actually I have. You showed the FSSI website, no? And then you got this one. Uh, I want to know, if there's, I want to fortify bread. We want to value add, we want to add minerals, vitamins in that. So is there any, same like this document present in the FSSI from which I can take reference and then I develop my product? Hello?
you go through this bread wala 7.1. So if
Okay.
you go to 7.1,
Hmm.
see what is allowed in 7.1, which additives are allowed in 7.1.
For fortification purpose, है उसमें?
Let's see now, because let's see.
Sir, also I want to ask, like I'm using rosemary extract in my product. So, is it that we cannot use it?
No. You can use it, but the classification is not antioxidant. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is classified under some other heading. Yeah.
How do we show it? We just show it plainly as an ingredient in the pack.
Yeah,
There should
you
be
have
some
to classify it under
E
herbs.
number. Herbs. Yeah.
Herbs. But the function would be almost like an antioxidant and it will help me increase the shelf life, right?
And I just spoke about it, right? So you can play around it and just show it as a flavoring agent, and it'll solve dual purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can go through this. See, they are adding carotenoids here. They have allowed carotenoids, chlorophylls, beta carotenes, again an antioxidant. You can add the grapeseed extract in bread. So there are many options here. You can go through them, and if you want to fortify with vitamin A, D, then I think you get in touch with some regulatory expert who can guide you if you want to add micronutrients like vitamins in your bread. Yeah.
Mr. Rana, just
Okay,
to
sir.
answer
Thank
your
you.
question, if you have
Yes,
to
sir.
fortify your breads with nutrients, you need to go
Yeah.
as per the daily permitted value of the nutrition.
Hmm.
So that you need to
Okay.
contact a nutritionist. They will give you the daily percentages, what is required for vitamin A, D, B1, B12, and accordingly you can add in your product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Use RDA booklets, sir. If you want to check with the daily requirement for the human, you may check with RDA booklets. There's better way to getting
Okay.
the nutritionist knowledge.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what the name of the booklet? Sathe. What is the booklet's name?
RDA, recommended diet
R-
for
No,
the
RD I know, but where do we get this booklet?
uh,
in
think
which
so that is from
it's available on
National Institute
Google,
of
guys.
Nutrition. NIN Hyderabad publishes that like once in a while.
Okay.
So
Sir,
from
actually,
NIN,
you know,
get
the thing
the
is,
daily recommended values.
okay, many thanks for the suggestion. But the thing is, वो जो RDA वाला part है ना, वो that part I can print on my label because I'm trying to do it commercially. You know, RDA part and all that I can print on my label. But the main ingredient what I'm putting, no, I don't think so that I have to mention RDA and get, you know, I have to do that reverse calculation in terms of vitamins and all. Because जो final मुझे जो आता है, I'll make a bread with fortified. I'll add the ingredients. Then I'll send it to the lab. So वो that lab will give me the nutrition value and all. No? So as per that nutrition value, I can put RDA on my label. So that would be more easier for me. So I just need to fetch for the correct ingredients, micronutrients, and I need to add in my bread.
No, but if you're fortifying it, you need to add it below the upper limits of each vitamins and minerals because otherwise
Exactly. So that I think that is वो जो FSSI के guidelines में there should be somewhere that what is the recommended limits. वो per kg के हिसाब से रहता है. You know,
so
then
that's all
I
available
wanted
on
that. I'm
Google.
searching for that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all available on Google.
नहीं नहीं Google वो data
नहीं, it
थोड़ा
is
ये.
country wise भी है. Google को पूरा PDF documents are released by AIMS and every other institute. So country wise पूरा है.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So if it is
Thank
a fortified bread, you're giving the, for example, micronutrients in that 30 milligrams allowed per day for the adult. We don't know what are the other products they are taking in a daily routine life. So we need to cross check with that. A normal human being, what is the daily intake of the regular food intake along with your bread? How much is consuming the person?
Sir, can you see the screen here? And can you see this PDF file? Nutrients and the levels given. It's taken from FSSI website. Go to the same food safety regulations. You got here fortification of food regulation given. You open the compendium. Sorry. And then this is you type just bread, search for it. You can add iron. This is the limit for it. You can add folic acid. There's a range given. There is vitamin B12.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. This is what exactly I was looking for. Thank you so much, sir.
So you go to the and go to the website always, because why many times now they keep on changing the regulations. So if you take it from other source, you might don't know whether this is the latest revised latest version of FSSI regulations. So I have this habit of going to the website and downloading and looking at the latest whatever is revised. Yeah, you're getting me. So go through this website and see this fortification wala. You see here, and then you can see it. Yeah. Okay. Chalo.
Guys,
Okay,
I
sir.
think
Thank
we
you,
all
sir.
need.
Thank you, sir.
I think we all need to spend at least a week or 10 days exploring the whole FSI website. It's a must for all of us.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So now if you look at the comparative properties of PP, it has a low oxygen barrier as well as light barrier, a moderate moisture barrier. So BOPP, CPPs in polypropylene, they are low or moderate in terms of oxygen barrier, moisture and light. METPET is the one which is highest, and above it your aluminum and EVOH. Okay, ethyl vinyl alcohol. So it's very high, needs protection. But if you see the aluminum foil and METPET actually, has the best properties as far as light barrier is concerned, moisture barrier is concerned, or oxygen barrier is concerned. So these are some examples I have given. It might differ because cost might differ accordingly. So if you look at this, a high fat snack has METPET and poly. Poly is P, polyethylene. But for a premium RTE, I have again a PET, METPET and poly. This is going to increase my cost because there's an additional layer of PET. Most of the times, PET is this PET film here. I'm just highlighting this. Okay. This one here. is reversed printed, means printed from inside the first PET. So this is the outside portion. So outside layer. In between layer is your METPET, and the inside layer which is in contact with your product is your poly. Inside layer is always poly because it has very good heat sealability. Okay. PET gives you good transparency also. But since I am doing METPET, the transparency will not be there because I'm metallizing it. Okay. But why I'm metallizing? Because I want to protect my product from oxidation. Okay. Or moisture ingress. Okay. So that is where METPET comes into play. Now, one can, if one wants to lower the cost, he can take out this PET film also. And he can also go as given here, METPET and poly. In this case, what they do, they give varnish so that it's a scratch guard kind of thing. So the ink, because then see, if this is a PET film, if you look at this like this, then here you got metallized finish. Here outside, which the consumer is seeing, will be the printing, and then the other layer which will be there, second layer will be poly. This is just for sealing purpose. Now, if you want to reduce the cost, what I do in my products, I again put a PET film, a 3-ply, where it is inside printed. So I don't need to add a varnish in this because then again it is automatically protected from scratching the ink. And this is how I do a 3-layer or a 3-ply laminate. You can cut this and only go for METPET and poly, where they apply a varnish on the upper layer to make it to give a scratch guard effect. Yeah. So that is what it is. So basically for a RT millet mix, ideal what I should recommend is PET inside printed, which gives oxygen and light barrier, METPET, mechanical heat strength, heat seal, also PE for heat sealing and moisture barrier. So basically this should give me a 6 months shelf life, ideal.
Sir, what about the frozen foods?
So, Dr. Kadam, this is what you've just explained for premium RTE. The first layer is PET, then METPET,
and then poly.
And outer layer is poly.
Inner layer is poly. Inner.
So it is backwards. So poly comes first, then the METPET, and then
METPET in between, and outside will be PET inside printed.
And this PET can then be substituted by, if you want to make it cheaper.
No, if I want to make it cheaper, I take out this PET. I don't go for 3-ply. Then I go for only 2-ply. Okay. So I got METPET here and a poly here. Poly is inside. Here is my product. Okay. So metallized ink is happening at the inside layer. You cannot print on the metallized layer. So I print on the outside part of the poly, the other side of the PET. Sorry, not poly, the PET. So this is PET here. Okay. So here,
so
but
you sort of reverse it. You sort of reverse it. That's what you're saying.
I reverse it. Yeah. Okay. So it is the other side of the metallization. You
Thank
cannot
you
print
for,
on metallization.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, I just cut through somebody.
No issues. No issues. Somebody
sir,
was saying something.
Yeah, sir. What about the frozen products?
Frozen products, I need to check because I never worked with frozen products. I worked a lot with RTE and sauces. So see, basic standard I will tell you in the market is PET, METPET, poly, PET 12 microns, METPET 12 microns, poly 60 to 70 microns.
Okay, sir.
This will ensure a good 6 month stability. Now, if I go to atta and maida, if it's a 5 kg pouch, see atta maida, you go see basically this RT are 200-gram pouches, barabar? So for them a configuration of 12, 12, 70 will suffice. But if it's a 5 kg pouch or a 10 kg pouch for atta, I think they have PET poly. PET 120 microns and poly something 60, 70. I think that's how it is. 120, 60 something. So, but it's a two ply. Okay, PET poly. That's it. There is no metallization, and they are most of the times they are opaque. So you see Ashirwad 5 kg or whatever, Sunday Chakki Fresh 5 kg, they all are opaque.
Is there any standard to finalize about the microns and
No,
what
no, no,
microns
no,
we need to
no,
use?
no, no. Ideally, there are packaging regulations. You can go through them, which are allowed and which are not allowed. So again, you go to the website, you see where are the packaging regulations. There they have given license
But it is
regulation.
there for the multi-layers also?
I don't think so, but they will only give you what can be used. Which packaging can be used for what? Let's see. This is the compendium. अरे काय होतं? Okay. Yeah. So fats and oils, what they have given. So HDP, PET, based multi-layer structured paper, board, or aluminum foil or polyethylene. So you can go through this compendium. There you will get an exact idea. But what combination to use is up to us. Okay. I can go a 4-fly also, na, if I want. I can increase the thickness if I want, because I want a higher shelf life.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Combination is up to you. What you want to do. Only thing is that if you go through this, they have given some specifications for which products you can use which packaging material. So milk and milk products, you can use PET with this or hide HDPE caps. See, they have specified here. You're getting me?
Fine, sir.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
check.
yeah, please. Yeah,
Thank you.
great. Now just hold on. ये छोड़ो यार, ये बाद में करेंगे. Okay. So till now, any doubt? So now we will move to secondary packaging, and how to take care of designing of secondary packaging.
Sir, I have a question.
Uh,
Sir, then what is a Tetra Pak packaging? Is it a PET or it's a multi-layered packaging?
I will show you that. Tetra Pak.
I think it's multi-layered, no?
It is multi-layered. This is what a Tetra Pak is. If it's
Many
a
of our beverages.
retort
So
one,
4 layers.
see, this is a retort packaging, but see how it is multi-layer. Tetra Pak is also multi-layer. So if it is a Tetra Pak which is cardboard wala na, so it will be laminated.
Okay, so inside they use a aluminum foil.
Yes, yes. Or outside also.
Okay.
PET laminated with PET printed inside, or you see, cardboard is a very good printing material. You can print on the card paper also. SBS, solid bleached sulfide board. Yeah, that is the packaging material which they use. SBS board.
Thank you.
So this is the retort wala. See, they got a PP, they got a nylon, they got a aluminium foil. So inside is PP here. PP also has good seal strength, and then outside layer is polyester. Okay, excellent.
Okay, sir.
So this is for retort, for pillow pouch. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, basically, and these packaging material wala suppliers, they will also advise you, but it is better to have your own knowledge about it, because then you also look at the dart strength. So there are some specifications, sealing strength, dart strength of these laminates, which you have to compare. Okay. I am not going to go into technicalities of this packaging. If I want, I can go, but then that will consume our lot of time. Okay. What is the metallocene content of the laminate? You know what is metallocene? It is a very costly material. It actually gives flexibility to your laminate. So most of the time, this package, because this is out of my experience, which I faced the difficulty with my ATA packaging. They go low on metallocene. Why? Because it's very costly. But when you go low on metallocene content, the film becomes harder and brittle. So, a 5 kg, 10 kg atta pouch, it's like during your logistics, the method is what they will do, the loading, unloading workers, they will just throw. the back. So I have a secondary packaging of a woven sack. In one woven sack, I have 5 kg pouches. So they will take it up and they will throw. Okay. Now, if the packaging is brittle, there are every chances of leakage or packaging tear off. So there are some things you have to take into consideration. But again, there is a constraint with MSME is that you know, putting up a full-fledged packaging material testing lab is a constraint. Very few of them companies have it. You're getting me what I'm saying?
Sir, can I make a suggestion here? If you can give us a benchmark of a certain product which is already existing on the shelf in the market for all kinds of products, then we will know better. Okay, fine. Maybe if I'm going for a sauce, I should maybe my packaging should be this. If RTE, then this. Some benchmark.
I think yes, I have shown it here. Just hold on. This is it.
No, what I mean to say, already existing brand in on the shelves, some product. That will be easier for us to just buy that and study it, and then we use it for our product.
No, then see, in that case, now what the process is, I will tell you one process for two. Whichever product you want to choose as a standard, purchase that product, give it to IIP. It's in Sion. What they do, they delaminate it. You're getting me?
Yeah, yeah.
They will delaminate it and then they will check and they give you all the results.
This
That,
is Indian Institute of Packaging you're referring to,
yeah,
IIP?
yeah, IIP.
Fine. Yeah,
So
I
they
think
will,
that would
so
be.
they will delaminate it and they will check all the properties, dart strength, sealing strength, all the things. And then they will tell you and what the layer is also. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's
Thank
how
you.
it is done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
for whatever products we are making or packaging, that packaging needs to be certified from IIP. Whether you do it or your packaging vendor will do it. So that is mandatory.
Yeah. And one more thing is migration certificate. That is another, which will
Okay.
be asked during audits.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anything else? Bolo.
No, quite a bit this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we will go to our secondary package. How to choose a carton? So basically, we have issues with the secondary carton and deciding the stack height. Sometimes the lower carton buckles, wherever under pressure. And also you will have long waiting time or standing time at the distributor end or even your own warehouse. Then it will go to distributor. He will stack it as he wants. Okay. Even if you specify him, it should not go, the stack height should not go about 5 layers. Because of space constraint, he will do a 8-10 stack. Barabar? Barabar ki nahi? Huh? A distributor guy. So you have to factor in all these things. Again, in rainy seasons, you will have issue with the secondary packaging if it is a carton, a monocart. Why you will have an issue with monocartons?
It's hygroscopic.
Hygroscopic. So it will lose its strength because of moisture ingress. So again, you will have issues there. But now if you say that in rainy season, I will go for a lower stack height, then it will be highly uneconomical, na? Because in one truckload, then you will be sending less material. Your logistic cost will go up. Wherever. So there are things associated. That's why this thing also comes very important, designing of your secondary packaging. Now it's a simple calculation which I have taken. So if I have 12 pouches of 950 grams into one carton, a mono carton containing 12 standy pouches of 950 grams, I want that particular box to be stacked in 7 layers. Yeah. So load on the bottom carton will be, then that will be 6 layers above the bottom. So 6 into 0.95, and 12 pouches. So the total load on the bottom carton will be 68.4. Hope this is clear what I'm saying.
No, but it includes the weight of the carton as well, no?
Huh. So I add 500 grams or 300
Okay,
grams.
fine.
You can take that. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for my drawing. So
Sir, what
here,
is 6 here? 6 into 0.95. What is 6?
that's what I'm telling you. This is the bottom carton B layer, on a pallet. Okay. Above it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your sixth carton. So I got total 7 layers. So the bottom carton will be carrying the load of the 6 cartons on it. Yeah, that is the 6. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
Understood.
yes, sir. Yes, yeah.
So 6 into 0.95 into 12, so 68 point. You add this another maybe 0.96 or 0.97 to take in the weight of the carton also. 200 grams, 300 grams, whatever. It is 2 ply, 3 ply, 5 ply, whatever you decide. It gives you 68.4. Now I multiplied it by 2.8. Now where this 2.8 factor has come? Again, this is an arbitrary number or scale which I have decided basis my experience. So this is on a scale of 1 to 5. What are the
Distance factor.
so which are the factors I factor in? Which are the things? How far the package will travel? Is it local? Is it up to 500 kilometers? Is it 500 to 1000? Is it 1000 to 2000?
Export.
Yeah, export or greater than 2000. Okay. Now I'm saying mine is local. Okay. So I got a rating of 2 here, or up to 500 kilometers. I give a rating of 2. How long is the storage time in the warehouse? 1 week, 1 to 4 week, 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months. I say mine is 1 to 3 months, including mine and the distributors. Is the product fragile?
We are taking 3 for the export.
So you will go
We are
somewhere.
taking 3 for the export.
3 for the export you are taking. Okay, fine. 3 months for the export, that means. Yeah, it will take 3 months, 2 to 3 months. Or 1 to 2 months
No,
for the vessel to reach
it's
wherever you are sending.
60 days. 60
60
days.
days. So you take 3 months, no issues. So is the product fragile? No, least, slightly fragile, very fragile. So accordingly you get, because I say mine is glass bottle, so I take 5. Yeah, it is highly brittle. Is the product for export? On how big is your brand? So this is up to your what is your brand value and all. So you can accordingly rate it. And is the product expensive? Definitely you can rate it accordingly. So my rating comes out to be 2.8. So I multiply this 68.4 into 2.8, I get somewhere 1.91. So 200 kg per centimeter square should be my compression strength for the cartridge.
So if it is affected by the multiple loading, unloading, that means
Yes,
multiple
that
handling.
you need to do. That is what a transit trial test is called.
So here I have a question. So to get the 200 kg per centimeter square, which paper give that CS?
So that is there. So basically, it is SBS, and I think your supplier knows very well about which paper he will procure. And accordingly, it's not only the paper; it is also the number of layers and the flute size.
Number
Now
of
there is
layers
A
and
flute,
BF.
there is A flute, B flute, C flute. The flute size will also, the flute number or whatever the alphabet is, will impact the type of flute, will impact the load carrying capacity. So
Narrow, broad, and medium float.
so there is a flute also, there is B flute also. So that you need to discuss with your supplier. He has more information about it. Yeah, he will guide you better on that.
Could you please explain what is flute?
This is flute. See this
Okay.
this one here.
Okay.
So there are types in this. So there is A type, B type, okay, accordingly. So basically a standard thumb rule I am saying, it will differ from product to product. A 3-ply corrugated carton has one flute between two lines. So that is 3-ply. This is 1-ply, this is second. Wala is the flute, 3rd-ply, this is 3-ply. It is good for shipping or storing products that are not heavy or using them as an inner carton that will placed inside a stronger outer carton. Then 4 to 15 kg can be handled by 3-ply. Okay. Now a 5-ply corrugated carton are economical, plus they are strong and can handle a lot of weight. A 7-ply should be part of pack items such as very high furniture, metal parts. Alright. So 5-ply you go for glass bottles. Ideally. Glass packaging now. You can go for glass bottles. Even a 5-ply, you work where you use where you can use a 5-ply apart from glass bottles.
Sir, I have
For
one more
bulk
question.
packaging,
Sir, I have a question, doubt. In the previous slide, you mentioned unit 200 kg per centimeter square. Can you please check that whether it is correct? Because that's a huge.
Why? It's a compression strength. You get
No,
200.
it is okay. It is
No,
okay.
it's like one centimeter square. We are applying 200 kg that can withstand like that.
Why?
And also this carton size is here it is not mentioned. Why
I have not mentioned
we
the
need to
carton
consider
size.
carton size also.
Yes, yes.
Carton
Clearly
area
mention the
surface.
carton size, the number of plies also. Okay.
So,
Whether it is 3-ply, 4-ply.
I want to ask you that I have tried to get this 5-ply and 7-ply carton from different manufacturers, and the strength also varies. So, is there some other criteria also other than 5 and 7-ply?
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. The type of flute in between. The
Okay.
quality of paper which they are using. You have to ask for the bursting strength of that paper which they are using. The thickness of the paper, the GSM of the paper.
Okay.
GSM is gram per square meter. So you also ask for those specification of that paper which they are using.
Other thing, because I recently changed my packaging for my flowers, and we are doing this 12 kg, 12 packets of 950 gram in one carton. Most of the flour is going fine, but sometimes we get breakage and the tear off from the bottom side of the gazette. It's a stand-up pouch.
Okay, and what is the stack height?
So stack height would be like that. I don't remember. That I don't remember. I think 3.
Yeah, so here one more thing is that the transit trial, which I will come to that.
Hmm.
I got your question. I will answer to it. But here my question was, for a glass bottle, I go for 5-ply. What are the other conditions where you can go for a 5-ply?
I think even for the flowers also, if you're
You
doing,
can go for a 5-ply. It's a delicate, na? So you will have 5 rating as
yeah,
far as delicacy is concerned.
I, yeah,
Delicate nature. Yeah.
just whenever you're answering, sir, I just want to know this, ki why I'm getting a tearage from one particular place only, like the where the gazette and the stand-up pouch ka bottom meets.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, thank
Okay, yeah. So now, 5-ply corrugated carton
I
can
have
be.
one question.
Sir, did you take in here the gross weight or net weight of the product?
I have taken the good question. I've taken the net weight. You can take the gross weight. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
supposed to be.
950 is that this
Supposed
is
to be
net
gross weight.
weight. Yeah, it should be a gross weight. Sorry. So with a packaging, another 10 grams, 15 grams of the pouch, 15 gram pouch, 12 grams of pouch plus spout. So it will be somewhere 0.97. So if I say 0.97, so accordingly this will go to somewhere 220 or something, 220, 225.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sometimes
5-ply.
it will be tins are there. Sometimes packaging have more weight compared to product weight. In
Yeah,
that case, the
I'll give one
CS will
example
go
for
ahead.
that. Yeah. So my question is, where apart from glass, a fragile thing, where you will consider a 5-ply corrugated carton?
So liquid foods.
Liquid foods, no. Food type is not important. What is the package is important here.
Just for bulk packing,
Bulk packing means how much weight. Suppose if you are
so
packing
25 kg,
24 kg or 25 kg, instead
25
of you're
kg.
going above your standard 12, 13 kg of a carton or 10 kg of a carton, what happens is, especially, the sachets, 20-gram sachet, 25-gram sachet, you get big cartons. They are 5-ply cartons. Why? Because, you unitize a 48 sachet of 25 grams. So you have a strip, na, which you convert into a mat, and then it is packed into a poly pouch again. So it gives you convenience of, so in this case here, your laminate is your primary, the poly pouch inside the carton will be your secondary, and then the carton outside is a tertiary. So you then 48 of, suppose, 8, such 48 pouches का जो भी रहेगा, so sometimes that goes to about 24 kg, 25 kg. So in that case, what happens? You go for a 5-ply pouch. Okay, you go for a 5-ply pouch. Okay, and also not only that, you take the weightage into consideration. Another thing which you take into consideration is number of loading and unloading you do. See what happens. So ideally, it is called as a transit trial test. I have not mentioned it here. You can write it down. So transit trial test is what? You see to that your product is loaded and unloaded twice. So maybe you are having your manufacturing unit, but it is again difficult for MSME, yeah, to spend that much amount of money. It's kind of crazy. So you have manufacturing unit here somewhere in Karnataka, and then you have a depot somewhere in Vapi, and that is where your material is sold. I'm taking a hypothetical situation. So what you do, ideally, you fill your truck, whatever, with this product. So it getting loaded at your place, goes to the Vapi depot, gets unloaded there, stacked on a pallet. Then it again get loaded in the Vapi depot, comes back to you and gets unloaded. So there are 2 loadings and 2 unloadings. So ideally, when we used to do it in levers and Colgate, before finalizing the secondary and the primary packaging, we used to conduct a transit trial test. But it is okay for corporate companies to spend that much of money. For MSMEs, it's not always possible. So it's best for MSMEs to do the initial study first about the 5-ply, 4-ply, deep research with the packaging material supplier and also with IIP. So to have a good initial strong packaging uh, to prevent the losses further, especially if it's a brittle packaging like glass, then you have to be very careful. Yeah. Now, here again, it's not always. So, if I have plastic bottles, I got plastic bottles, vinegar bottles. In that case, sometimes choosing a carton of a lower compression strength also suffice. Why? The weight is 12 kg, you say, or even 15 kg. I can go even a lesser 150 kg per centimeter square compression strength.
Does it has any lamination?
No, it's a simple bottle, PET bottle with a sticker on it, and I filled 12 bottles in one carton of 500 grams or 500 ml. So 12 kg is the weight. Net weight, bottle का weight ऊपर और add करो, or 120 or 30, 40, whatever it is, 200 grams. So 12.2 kg. But I can still work with a 150 kg compression strength. Why?
Because of the flexibility of the PET.
No, this is the PET bottle I'm talking of.
Actually, when you're using a singular approach, there's no rattle space.
What happens is that the PET itself is sturdy. Now the bottle is sturdy. You're getting me? It gives additional support to the upper carton. apart from the carton material itself. You're getting me what I'm saying? The PET bottle itself, it's sturdy, na? Your oil bottle, it's sturdy. You're getting me what I'm saying?
Yes.
The additional strength to bear the load comes from the bottle itself.
Load bearing.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So that's how it is. So basically, I think we have covered a lot today. Let's revise some things. And one thing I just want to know, I just want to be very clear. Now it's already 9 o'clock, so we are in our question and answer session. So just want to know, is today's session clear to everyone? Whatever we have discussed.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
It was very interesting, sir, and of course it takes time to absorb this much of material. But yes, it was very nice and very informative.
Then my second question is, what are the doubts pending from last 3 days so that those sessions should also become interesting to you? Yeah.
The statistical portion.
Do you want to cover the statistical portion part of it?
Yeah, I mean, lot of mathematical this thing and even organic chemistry.
Yeah. Anything else apart from the statistical portion? Any doubts in any of the methods what we discussed? So that what I can do, now we have only 1 day remaining, बरोबर? नहीं, 1 day नहीं. 1 day remaining, na?
Yeah.
So today is
Yes,
Thursday,
sir.
na?
Friday is the last day.
Friday is the last day.
Yeah, tomorrow is the last.
So tell me now, what are the things which you need me to again touch base on?
So first,
So that as our madam said that it should not go haywire. So that's why I'm very concerned about it. Yeah.
Sir, I was interested more in the stage gate process, which you briefly touched upon. If you can explain this a little bit more, like what are the checklists to clear a gate level?
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
hello. I wanted some information on if you're preparing some product and you are giving it to third party vendor, then what all are the things which we need to keep in mind, to protect our rights on the product and no duplicacy and how the NDA should be signed, etc.
See, I think yesterday only we had a discussion on it. Even if you sign an NDA now, it is very difficult to control that guy. Okay, now where are the checkpoints? How you will check that whether he has not shared that formulation to anyone? You are getting me what I'm saying? That is very difficult. That is what the main problem is. Yeah. So our stage gate. Yeah. So first I will just open the presentation. Madam, काही doubts आहेत का सांगा? Because of haywireness, I can remove. I will try my best. Okay, fine. So we can. Stage gate, na? In that slide we have not covered. Anyway, I was going to cover it in the last lecture, but that will be too much. So first is charter, then contract, then launch. So this is basically what is done in MNC. So charter is, as we say, it is called idea conception. Okay. Then you got a feasibility, then you got a capability, and then your launch. So you cross charter gate when your idea is properly conceived. So you get somewhere. So there is a kickoff meeting here. Then there is ideation. So you start with kickoff meeting. The first is kickoff meeting. Okay. Why kickoff meeting? You have all the basic consumer research done. You have designed the problem statement and you start the ideation. And then when you reach the concept testing, this is where you have mota moti conceived the idea, the final 3 to 4 ideas or concepts which will go further for product development. So what is this gate? Charter gate. So when you have a successful concept test result, you cross the charter gate. Is it clear? This is where you cross the charter gate after concept testing. Is it clear? Huh? Now, then you go to second contract gate. Now, contract gate is what, as the is suggest, is the feasibility stage. Feasibility means what? Feasibility in terms of its stability, its formulation, shelf life, everything. Okay, and its sensorials, its performance,
Which is
everything.
the prototype, like if the prototype is finalized like that?
So this is the Excel sheet. So what you do, you first prepare prototypes, you do prototype testing. On the prototypes, you do sensory testing to finalize near the formulation. Then after the sensory test results, what do? You again take 1 kg, 2 kg lab batches. Why you take that? Here also for prototypes, you take lab batches. But again, you need to take lab batch because you want some samples to keep on 3 months stability. Then you go for pilot batches. A 3 month successful stability you should have for pilot batch. And then you do a CPT, concept product testing. Is Kavya there online? I think she can help with this. What is CPT? So as I said, you concept product testing is about you choose 200 customers from north, east, west, south, and 200 samples are given and they are tested against a protocol. Let it be monadic or sequential monadic, which we discussed yesterday. It is between the third party and you, third party, the agency and you, whatever protocol you decide, and the sample placement. Okay. In your final package, when you have a successful result from CPT, you got one winning option. You can't cross the contract gate. You cross this and you come to launch gate. Capability. What is capability? So basically, whether I can, so here there is a, I am capable enough to manufacture it at the main plant. So from 200 kg, you are going to a 5 tonner or a 10 tonner. So is the reproducibility there? So this is when the scale up parameters come into play. So what is the parameter which I use for scale up? For liquids, for sauces, should I use L by D? So L by D ratio is standard. Should I use tip speed, power by mass ratio? For powders, it is Proud number. Should I use Proud number for ribbon blenders? Okay, use most of ribbon blenders for spice mixing. बराबर है. In gulab jam, we use 2 ribbon blenders. One is for the initial is to heat the maida at 60 to 70 to remove the moisture and to make it more to increase your shelf life, which is the roaster. And then I take it to the second ribbon blender where I cool it and then I add other ingredients to it and then take it via a screw conveyor to my filling hopper. Okay. So then you cross the capability here. If you have a successful capability gate, it is called as. That means you are capable to manufacture it at a commercial level and it has also passed its 3 month stability test. Bas, then kya hai? You can send that back directly to market. You launch it.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you. That makes it much clearer. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this annexure you are going to share?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank
Hello,
you.
Akshay sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
I have one question actually. Let's assume that I have concept, everything is ready, the product also ready. I mean, we're doing it at home. Let's say, for example, I prepared some biscuits. Okay. So how do I list out the components? Like, do I need to go for a lab test or whom do I mean, what are the ingredients used? What proportion used technically? So how do we mention those things and how do we list out actually? And what are the chemicals used, like whether we need to, what chemicals, possible chemicals used, like what is the percentage we need to use for the life expectancy of the product.
So
I mean,
first of all,
preservatives.
let me get one thing clear. You have your formulation ready?
Yeah, I mean, the raw is ready. I mean, to say what composition I need to add and
So you have to
what taste.
optimize it, बरोबर? Huh?
Yeah,
So first
correct.
thing is, it's a food product, बरोबर?
Yeah, it's food product. Yeah.
So first go to FSSI because we have to follow the law of the land. It doesn't matter how right or wrong it is. Okay. What are your ingredients? Go and check the specification of those ingredients. Ideally, you should get it inspected, those ingredients, RM ingredients from a third-party lab, NABL accredited lab, if they pass those regulations as specified by FSSI. Once that thing is done, okay, then you come, you take your formulation, okay. Again, for the limits, how much preservative I should add, how much antioxidant I should add, how much color I should add, how much flavor I should add, you have to refer to FSSI. You go to that website which I showed you today. Barabar? Categorize first. Also, before going to the FSSI, find out the category under which your product is classified or categorized. Barabar? Is it a milk-based product, a dairy-based product, or it is whatever? Okay, or it's a fat-based product, whatever it is, or it comes under category 12, culinary sauces wala, okay, or fruits and vegetable category 4, uske andar aata hai kya? So you check all those things. Accordingly, you check the specifications for the raw materials. Then you prepare your permutations and combinations, different formulations.
So
Okay?
you mean to say, let's say for example, flavors added, right? So I want to have a natural flavors added. Like this composition list I need to provide to FSSI. This is
Yes.
the
So before, see, the process is when you are ready with your product, you think now this is my final finished product. I am going to launch it. Now, right now, you're doing just your R&D. You need to have an FSSI license first. In that FSSI license, your product should appear somewhere in the category. In your FSSI license, you get that category added. That gives you the authority to manufacture and sell that product.
okay.
You're getting me? If
But
it comes under 12.6
yeah,
category, it should come. The 12.6 category should be there mentioned in your FSSI license. So they will come and inspect. So that FSSI license is for your manufacturing site. Your manufacturing site address will be there, and you will be given a number, FSSI number, which gives you the authority to manufacture and sell that product. And you have to classify yourself as manufacturer and definitely one who manufacture, who will sell. Yeah.
okay, I got
Sir,
it, but yeah.
hello.
हाँ बोलो हाँ
Akshay sir, can you tell your last four digit of your mobile number because we have created a group now. We'll add you. आपका नंबर नहीं मिल रहा है सर.
6733. I'm there. I have joined that group.
You have joined the NPD वाला ना?
6733.
Okay sir, I'll add your number. Okay sir, thank you.
970. No, just hold on. 9833 673 079. Sorry, 3079. 3079.
3079 है ना लास्ट में?
3079.
Okay sir.
Please
Okay sir, thank you.
Please repeat.
9833 673 079.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, Akshay, sir, I'm still not clear actually. So,
So that means, see, your product is final now.
no,
Your
final.
product
Okay.
once get final. You have the
No,
ingredient list, you have the formulation with you. If
no,
your
no, no.
product is classified under 12.6, now whenever it will get finalized, you are doing your R&D at your home or
Correct.
at your lab, or where are you doing, or wherever you are planning it to manufacture that product. Okay, once your product is ready, you have to get the FSSI license for your site. Whether they will come for there for inspection or not is their lookout. Okay.
Okay, I think if I want to get that more clarity, I think someone is from Chennai who's manufacturing chocolates, right?
Yeah, he will guide you.
She will. I think
Getting an
she.
FSSI license is not a big thing.
No. What my doubt is, like, let's say, for example, I have whatever we produce at home, right? We will use like normal atta, sugar, some kind of milk or something, ghee or something like, right? So these list of items which I'm going to use, and that items do we have anything to add, like preservative, something like that? So those lists I need to provide to the FSSAI list, right? That's the only thing. Whatever I'm using it.
See, I have added category of culinary sauces in my FSSI license. It is already categorized and mentioned in the regulation. I need not give it a list of ingredients. You give it when it is proprietary food. There is a separate section for it where you give list of ingredients along with it percentage range to the FSSI officer on the website portal. उनका जो ये website है ना FSSI का, उसमें आप apply, when you apply it on that, if it comes under the category of proprietary food, that is when you give them the list of ingredients along with its percentage. So the food safety officer will go through it and he will compare it with all the regulations, whether they are within whatever it is, GMP and all. And then they will give you approval for that formulation if it is proprietary food. Mark my words.
What is the proprietary food? Sorry, I'm not clearly.
Proprietary foods are the foods for which you require to submit your formulation to FSSI.
Okay. Yeah.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone, any
No,
other?
no, sir. Proprietary food are those food which are not defined by FSI regulations.
So for that only you have to give the
Yes,
formulation.
for those only we have to give regulation formulations.
So that's what I'm saying. If your product is not categorized in any of the categories mentioned,
Yes,
and
sir.
it comes under proprietary food, that is when you want to
Yes,
give
sir.
the.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying.
Sir, I would request if you can share any example of a proprietary food.
Yes, I am saying. For example, there is a category is dairy whitener. That is the standard food. But there is limit is sugar is 18% as per standard. When we increase this sugar, that is, it is 21%, 24%, then now it is not a standard product. It is comes in the proprietary food which resembles to dairy whitener. So then it license will be as a proprietary food.
Okay, so technically it's not a dairy whitener there. It's something else which has the properties of dairy whitener.
Your mayonnaise. If you take your mayonnaise, your Thousand Island mayonnaise, barabar, is there. There are many variants of mayonnaise in the market. Barabar? So you get it approved via proprietary food. For that mayonnaise formulation, you have to submit Excel sheet, whatever there in the system, that these are my ingredients.
It does not have any. It does not comes under the basic spreads category. If I am understanding it properly, and that's why it's
but
proprietary.
I think mayonnaise is proprietary food. I have seen the label. I know it because I myself have submitted many Excel sheets for getting it approved to FSSI.
Okay, sir. I'll check on that. Yeah. Thank you.
What else?
One
Bolo.
question. So, as now after this training for an MSME on people who have their product in the market or who are going to launch, what are other studies or courses that will be beneficial for us to take, via different platforms, or, any other courses or any other, similar to this session? Do you have anything in your mind that we can advise?
Go for marketing courses. Go for marketing courses.
That's a good question, sir. So marketing also is a, I just want to understand, sir. Like, I have my product in the market now. I also have spoken to many people across, across industry. Now, designing a package is what they have told me is only 20%, but selling is the 80%, and that's where the main challenge
is the crux. That is the crux. In Hindi, we call. I will convert it into English also, so don't worry. Making is easy. Selling is difficult part. Okay.
Sir, yes.
So learn how it is told.
तो उसके लिए भी कुछ ट्रेनिंग है सर, मतलब वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए
sales and marketing courses are there.
Rehan,
no.
Can I answer this question, because I have
please.
See, any product you may take, whatever the packaging is the most important because the customer is attracted to the packaging. And the second part is when you are selling it, how it has been converted into an image. Because normally what happens when you see a brand, when you see a poster, how the packaging is represented in the vicinity or in the environment, that is the first step. The person understands that, okay, this is a product, what kind of colors are there, how the poster is designed or whatever. So that is the first step. Then the person comes to the product. So at the end, the product, the person has not seen the product inside, but actually how it is looking. So that is the, the big responsibility for for making the people come towards that particular product. So a lot of things are required. What is the kind of text you are, using? What are the graphics you're using? How the pictures are being used? Are there any, social media elements involved? So a lot of things are there. So it's again, this is basically branding is such a huge subject, and there are experts for that particular, this particular topic.
Yeah. So basically, when you do sales now, so I don't know, you are going through a distributor model, distributor and then the
I
retailer.
have a family member. Yes, it is, but it's not on a large scale. So I have someone who goes to the shop, retailer shop, and present my product. But it's बेचना इतना आसान नहीं है. मतलब retailer वो दुकान वाले खड़ा भी नहीं करते लोग.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm telling you, I'm coming to Ajit Shekhar. I know your hand is raised. I'll just answer this question. So you know what happens in sales? I will give an example. Suppose there is a distributor who that you are saying that he knows you, he's from your family, that's why he's entertaining you. Barabar?
Right.
What happens is, ideally, when you sell a particular product, your product to the distributor, it is your responsibility to get it sold from his side to the retailer. So ideally, you should have your sales team selling that product from the distributor to the retailer. That is how the today's market is. Distributor will not take the effort to sell your product to the retailer. Make a note of this.
Okay.
Distributor will not sell your product or will take an effort or will employ his own sales team. Anyway, he doesn't have any sales team. He will not take the effort to push your product to the retailers. It is your sales people job to push it to the retailers. Now, how they will do it? There is a term called as beat. What is beat? Beat, it is not an acronym of anything. It is a word given for the shortest sales route or the efficient sales route. So what is sales routing? Suppose if I have 2000 retail shops in a particular area, what is the standard call a sales guy should make in a day is 40. Barabar? Now I am deciding I cannot visit all the 2000 sales retail outlets in 7 days or 6 days. So in one day, I have to cover somewhere 350 sales outlet. All the sales outlets I decide to cover. You're getting me what I'm saying?
Right.
So cover
Yes.
one salesperson capacity is 35 to 40 calls per day. So you will require 10 salespeople to cover 2000 outlets in a week. Now that frequency, whether you have to cover 2000 outlets in a week or a 2 week or 3 week, it is up to you. And accordingly, you decide the size of your sales force.
That's again a big challenge, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was looking for the distribution channel, right? He's asking about the retail shops. I think it's better to have a detailed go-to-market strategy where you define what are the distribution channels you are going to, whether you are going to modern trade or down trade or wholesale or distributors or aggregators. So then you can have a detailed,
Yes.
That's right. But from the start, I think so. What sir has given, the example, starting from the scratch, go to the shop like 35 to 40. This can be a good start, and keeping this as a target. Because modern trade and everything comes on a later stage when we are established on a very, on a good level.
And one thing I'm telling about modern trade, you will not earn anything in modern trade.
Exactly, but that's where you spend some rebates and all, but you build your
and it gives you visibility. for your brand.
Exactly, exactly. You build your brand, yes.
Yes.
But again, for the distributor level, you can have a trade marketing activities where you give some kind of trade offers and rebates and incentives. Then they will push your products.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Higher margins.
Exactly,
No,
exactly.
actually, sir, adding to this conversation, right? So I have one more question. This is, I think, this is for everyone because we are in food industry, right? So we are have to sell through retail industry only, retail shops only. How do we handle credit? Because I know these retail guys won't pay on time. Like whenever the products are delivered, they will take definitely 1 week on the time, and
See,
this is
you are,
where it
see,
crunches the
see, first of all,
operation cost.
I know that. See, first of all, what is okay, see, I'll tell you what will happen. Most of the times with distributor, ideally for oil industry, it is 7 days of credit. Hmm? Post 7 days, the distributor, or even if my brand is good, I take advance and then I give you my material. But now for you, since your brand is new, he's not going to pay you advance. Okay,
Correct.
he's going to take some credit days. Okay, then he will see. Then what happens? You give them 3 4 boxes, then 6 pouches you have given to retail one, retailer A, retailer two, retailer three. What happens is that now the retailer has to pay it to the distributor because distributor has billed it to the retailer. You're getting me? But even that vasuli, in Hindi it is vasuli, the recovery of those dues, your salesperson has to do. Now, what is the solution here? When you recruit a sales team, you should recruit such people who have earlier experience in this and also have a good network with the retailers on the ground.
Yeah, I understand. Even like I think we are all newcomers, right? So it will definitely impact our
So that is
operation
where it is. But
cash flows.
the sales people will fool you. Means I have seen businesses, food businesses
Correct.
only, going down
Correct.
because of sales people fooling the manufacturer.
Yeah, agreed,
Literally.
sir. They are not trustable.
They are not
Correct.
trustable. Yeah.
That is where we need
Hey,
to we need to
that's why I
more.
told ki selling is difficult, making is easy.
Correct.
Okay, Ajit Shekhar, please, please.
Sorry, Ajit Shekhar. Yeah, I have just
Yeah,
overridden.
Ajit Shekhar. Yeah.
Yes, yes, no problem. Sir, actually, I have three questions. The first question is carryover from yesterday. It was the clinically proven tag. Should I repeat the question?
Please.
Yes. Coming back to clinically proven tag. So let's take the example of that ready-to-eat millet snack or ragi snack. So calcium is proven to benefit bone health and teeth health. Ragi contains calcium. By virtue of my product just containing ragi, because ragi is proven by other people to do all this because it contains calcium. So just because by the virtue of my product containing ragi, can I put the tag clinically proven? Or should I need to, with my product, and not ragi, with my product, should I conduct that gold stand test of
No. That is
placebo
not possible at
controlled?
MSME. Go for literature which can support your claim.
Agree,
There,
sir.
there, there will be a literature and study done, clinical study done.
Okay.
And
No,
you
no,
have to
just.
and you have to establish that how much portion sample of that ragi, whatever size, what that portion size, the calcium will be given to the consumer, what will be the calcium intake from that portion size. You are getting
Agreed, agreed. No. For assumption's sake, let's just assume that we also spoke about vitamin D and K2 and all that yesterday. So let's just, for the sake of convenience, let's just assume that calcium alone is enough. Let's assume
It
that
is a
calcium.
generic claim. It is a
Uh,
generic claim. Generic claims you can do. Everybody knows calcium is good for bone health. But only thing you need to confirm the amount of calcium going inside the body and should have some study supporting it. Simple.
Let's say my product by virtue of its composition and weightage, then let's say it gives out 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day. So that is the RDA value. So by just that virtue of composition, can I put that clinically proven tag, or do I need to control?
No. You cannot put the word clinically proven. You can say that ragi is good for bone health. You're getting me what I'm saying? If
Okay,
you
okay.
say
Go on, go on, sir.
or if you have a authentic clinical study data which has the same amount of calcium which is going through the portion size, and it's authentic clinical study data with
But
ragi
done by someone else.
done by someone else, you can
Okay.
use it as a support, but it should be a clinical study data.
Well, so but then I can put the tag clinically
Yes,
proven
yes,
on the
in that
product.
case, yes, yes.
Okay, but by just quoting someone else's paper.
You should have it. It should be authentic. Simple.
Okay, okay, okay.
Also,
Sure,
you
I
need
get it.
to mention it on the package, in what context you're using this clinical
Yes,
proven tag
yes, yes.
at the back of the pack.
See, I
When you're
think
saying clinically proven is in the front, and at the back you have to write which study have you referred to justify
with a
that.
disclaimer,
With a
star
disclaimer,
mark,
yes.
with a disclaimer,
That
star
is
mark.
important for a labeling perspective.
Okay. So if that's the case, let's say I do a product, let's say of ragi and beetroot and some 10 other ingredients. So I can, by virtue of this indirect inference, I can put some 10 or 20 clinically proven tags to my product, right? Essentially.
No, but what is your major ingredient in that?
No, it contains ragi, millets, and everything. Let's say it has 10 ingredients of 10 vitamins, vitamin-rich foods. So can I put clinically proven tag for to solve all those vitamin deficiencies, something like that? Categorically, I'm speaking.
Categorically, you can do, but practically, how much you can do, I don't know.
See, Aditya, you have to also understand there is very limited space on a label.
Yeah.
You cannot
No,
put
no,
everything on the label.
no.
So you
Clinically
have
proven is the tag which sells
correct.
the most.
So clinically proven food is a tag, but you have to mention the ingredient which is the most effective in that product.
Yeah.
You cannot put 10
And
to 20. If you're
also
if
is
you're
that
doing a
highest
multi-millet,
percentage.
yeah, if you're doing a multi-millet, you cannot mention the clinically proven data for all 10 millets you're using inside the product. You have to go with the highest percentage millet which you're using, and you use that as a benchmark.
No, but why? If my serving size,
Sir, you have to
gives you
understand
all
that
the
label
vitamins.
process, labeling is because there is so much to go into a label, you will not have this kind of things to put in the label itself until your packaging is very big. Which I'm assuming you're not doing a 1 kg or a 2 kg pack.
No,
If
agreed.
you're
But
doing
clinically proven tag is the most selling thing, right? I can just print a
correct. So
plain package saying clinically proven.
Clinically proven, you have to understand your composition of your material first and take the best ingredient out of that, which will give you the most benefit when you come to term of clinically proven.
Agree, sir. No, but for convenience sake,
If you're mentioning the what is the nutritional aspects of each ingredient what you've used inside, your label is going to become too big.
Sir, I have
that's not a problem.
Akshay sir, there could be a solution. Just let me know if it is right or wrong. So let's say if the material is too big to fit on a label, can we create a scan code, and when the person scans and that goes to a website or something like that?
They have done this for the
Yeah, we can do
manufacturers.
that.
You can do that. They have done this for manufacturers, the QR scan code. You need not require to add, if it's a third party manufacturer, you need not require to add the address. You just
So the
scan it.
solution is there, it means, na? It can be done.
Solution is there.
So your problem is solved.
Okay, so no, my question was, so by indirect reference, why I can put the clinically proven tag.
Yeah, you can put clinically proven tag, provided you have the proper documentation. Yeah. Yes. Mr. Anshul Gupta.
Okay. But that is someone else's documentation.
Yeah.
Sir, no, I have two more questions. I have three questions total.
Okay.
Hello?
Can
Hello?
see Mr. Ajit,
Hello?
we will discuss these two questions tomorrow. Will that be okay? What I will do, I will complete. Mr. Basavraj is there and Mr. Anshul
Hello?
Gupta is
Hello?
there, and we have ended our almost 9:30 up. So I will finish these two first. Yeah. Then we will discuss your two questions tomorrow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hello, sir. Sir, I just wanted to request you for if you can please include some of the financial terms related to this food formulations into the presentation, or maybe if you can provide us with those terms like COGS, conversion cost, some of those.
Hold on. This is what we are going to cover tomorrow. if it's visible for you. We're going to cover EBIT, EBITDA. Okay. We're going to discuss capital asset pricing model in that EBIT.
Sir, here,
EBITDA,
what I understand, this is more of related to the business. So, but I was more interested into the formulation formulation and what you can say, manufacturing part. So, somewhere I heard about COGS, cost of goods sold. Here you have mentioned,
Sales
yeah,
revenue.
sir.
What is EBIT? What is EBIT? Sales revenue minus cost of goods sold minus
Hello,
operating.
sir. Sorry, sir. Can I interrupt? Sir, I got cut off. I couldn't hear anything. I got cut off.
Ah.
I just came back online.
Yeah. So it's EBIT. It mentions sales revenue, cost of goods sold minus
Like
operating.
manufacturing cost,
Ah.
overhead cost.
So we'll be discussing this.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah.
This is
Thank
what
you.
it is written here. So what is cost of goods sold? How COGS is derived? RM cost, PM cost, logistic. You getting me what I'm saying? So we are going to discuss all those things. Yeah.
Okay,
What
sir.
is
Yeah.
operating expense? Yeah. See, this is COGS. COGS is what? RM cost plus PM cost plus utilities plus manpower. Okay. What is your sales revenue? Total income obtained by selling your product.
Yes, sir.
All those things we are going to cover. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Chalo.
So,
Thank you.
sir, Akshay sir, sorry, I got cut off. I just came back online.
हाँ
Yeah, you're saying something about my query.
So what I'm saying, you have two questions which are remaining now. Ajit Shekhar, na? This is Ajit Shekhar,
Yes.
na?
Yes.
We will get
Yes, sir.
those questions tomorrow because I think there is one Mr. Basavaraj who is also raised his hand. So I will just cater to him and I will cater to you tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, sir. No problem.
Yeah, Mr. Basavaraj.
Yeah, Akshay sir, again Basavarajan. So when we manufacture a product, right, food product, so are we going to decide the expiry date, like based on the how many days I can provide the expiry date, or how that calculated?
Self-life study.
Self-life study, okay. But it's based on the preservatives you use, right? If you use more preservative, then it's going to be like life expectancy is
But
more.
the preservative percentage should be within the FSSAI regulations, and with your final formulation, you do a shelf life study and basis stability study, and basis it the calculations which we did today, you declare the shelf life, the Q10 value. Simple.
Okay, for this we need to approach a lab or something for self-life study.
Yeah. If you don't have any facility here, first, if you don't have storage stability chambers, then you have to give it to a lab along with the parameters which you want to check.
Okay.
Yeah, they will check and give it to you along with micro testing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, fine. So hope I think I will again please suggest you guys if there are any questions from last 3 days, anything which is not clear, we can discuss it tomorrow. Yeah, and tomorrow we will do the commercial viability, and I think then it's done. Yeah.
Great, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.